resetting.
Fucking auto splitter, mate. Doesn't matter if you gold every split if you choke the operation. But that was supposed to be the warm-up run anyway. But that stuff happens sometimes. Can't let it get to me.
Wow, I wonder if Salim was trying to see if he could summon a genie from one of these lamps. He must be
Sly Forest dog. What does that even mean, Axel? In a bad way. Dog as in dog shit. Then. Denmark closer borders. Makes sense. Why Celeste? Why not Let's Go? Why not other games that you are playing currently? Why does Celeste get to be the one, eh? Unfair. Well, I haven't played Celeste, but I heard it's a good game, so... But then again... Speedrun also fun, yes.
Well, Salim's obviously not neglecting his grooming. Why, use the binoculars. I'm detecting something near your location.
It's not my type of game though, Celeste.
Okay, Sly. I'm collating all the data, and it
Doesn't matter how good a game is. If it isn't my taste, I won't enjoy it. Like I didn't even finish Super Mario Odyssey.
You're Salim Al-Kapar.
Or like 6 levels in, I didn't even finish it.
Part's kind of complicated.
I got to the human world, and then I was like,
kind of new in town. How about you come back to my gang
I'll stop
hideout
here.
and I can explain myself.
How about you go nick a camel's hump?
Okay. Look, I know you're in trouble. I'm here to help. I can explain everything, but let's go where we can talk safely. Besides, you look hungry.
to be fair, maybe I should return and like finish that game one day.
Let's go.
Wow, this run is already better. 6 seconds better. Now, if I just match that run up until the operation and then tie my gold, that is an easy 52. Since I golded everything between operation and lost and found, it would be a 52-58 if I tie the operation. Do it on stream? Nah. Maybe one day I'll be play games on stream casually, but haven't quite reached that level yet. Oh, that's insane route right there. It's absolutely insane. Perfection. Nice. First try for this one.
Back in 5 minutes.
Hey. 4 attempts for 3 ICSs. We take those.
Sly, I've been talking to Celine, and it's obvious that outfit is the key to his success. He claims it was once owned by a real genie, and that it can actually slow time. Fascinating. Sly, press the triangle button to use that. Way to go, Sly. Now you better get going. Sly, don't let anyone see you. If the guards see you, it's over, Sly.
Corona stream. Yo, Sasuke. I wonder if stream numbers go up during Corona. Like the Corona.
I thought you'd never notice.
What's the English term again? Pandemic in English? I don't know, man.
Please tell me.
Sly, did you hear that?
Epidemic, pandemic. What's it in English? I assume it's very similar. That's
That happens, he'll be close to
pandemic.
untouchable.
Yes, yes, indeed.
We also need a delivery. The panther needs scorpion claws. Maybe we can make that work for us.
I just had my tail shampooed. I swear if I step in one more baboonness, filthy animals.
I'm feeling a bit peckish. Must be time for a snack.
That trunk of yours is one of a kind, Cherie. Never change it.
My, such a charmer.
Watch where you're pointing that trunk. I can hardly wait until this business is completed, and I can.
I mean, if there's one time to like turn up the prices in the stores, is right now.
What a flattery.
But then instead of taking the profits for themselves,
Or a delivery.
you could like share it with
Why, are
the
you thinking what I'm thinking?
ones they buy for
Camel cheese.
farmers and stuff.
Ew.
It must be yours, the camel hair. This heat is so unpleasant. I should create another ice. Any more?
Boy, I'd hate to be the guy that has to collect the cobra. While wearing the thief outfit, press the R2 button to activate your ability.
Before Corona, liar. There was no life before Corona.
Yes, identify yourself immediately.
It's me, the delivery boy. You were called?
I don't recognize your scruffy features.
The other boys are out to sick. Something about the snake bites.
Is there something wrong? with
Pop
your
pose.
No,
We use
I
like
haven't talked like this my whole life.
töj
How
pose
droll.
here.
I see. Well,
You can bring
if
your
you're
own.
Really the delivery person, then you would know the usual orders, no? What food does the panther require?
Why the panther loves the scorpion claws.
He appears to be legitimate.
Thank goodness. Here at the delivery location.
933 in Norway right now.
Why, it's a good thing we're in Arabia, because in Italy that accent would be considered a felony. Now let's go rescue those thieves.
Nothing
but big
big piles of gold.
Interesting gold. The fuck, man? I got the by 12 seconds. Nice. full gold run again. Don't know if that's possible. Yo, Riz. Yo, Anquist. Capsays. Yo! Yo. Why are we screaming?
I'll get you.
What? Yo, I golded with the early pause here. We're supposed to wait here with the pause. Dude, I did it wrong again. I guess that still works. It's just... Friday next week? Hell yeah. Yo-yo with Blink. I almost got hit by this snake here. Which happens if you don't go fast enough, by the way. Oh. Early jump.
Snakes! Why did it have to be snakes?
I always expect Salim to like climb one step before like on that section, but he doesn't. Hey Kirby, 28 months in a row. Thank you very much. Carmelita, that asshole.
Are some giant Diablo scorpions. Nasty.
I know you said before that you like every Carmelita design, but which design is your favorite? From which slime game is your favorite? Your favorite Carmelita design? Slide 2 or 3. I see. The design is pretty similar between them, so I guess that is like a shared one.
I would much rather be riding a camel.
No, you fucking kidding me. He was asleep. Okay, so I guess I'll still take that.
1,000 thank yous once again for this most excellent idea. Oh, cobras in baskets, the perfect gift. All these blades and traps, just what old Thief wants to see. At least this lucky fellow is getting some rest.
You're almost there. Just a little further. Great, Salim. I'll take it from here.
All out slide to episode 5. Yo, Bacon. Thanks for the good luck. Nay. Come on, man. So one quick death and then a really bad cycle in the hack. Other than that, this job was pretty good. I guess dying, going for a cycle, and like an instant cycle, is kind of similar to getting a bad cycle and then restarting checkpoint as soon as you see that the cycle is going to be bad.
My brother, are you
And for that first guard, if there's one of those 3 guards that you're going to restart checkpoint for, it has to be the first one.
You have been imprisoned, hypnotized.
Because he's the one
compelled to create
that
formulas by that
feels like at
evil
least that he can
elephant.
sit
But
the longest
I
and
have
watch.
freed you from her mesmerizing music.
Because the middle one always feels like it's
That's
almost like on a consistent cycle.
Did you bring me anything to eat? Perhaps
Like
some
wax
rice and
on,
some
2
scorpion
seconds,
tails?
wax off,
Maybe
2
some
seconds.
camel milk? Amazing.
First guard is like wax on, wait like 16 seconds, wax off, 1 second, wax off, watch 3 seconds, wax on, 11 seconds. It's like, what? All over the place, mate.
Nothing but big piles of gold.
1.4 second gold. Oh, I can compare to latest, even though this run I actually didn't finish because I died 2 times on the boss, but I let my auto splitter split the last one. Even though I technically didn't kill Miss Accessible. It was the other way around. But I mean, hiccups.
I can drop smoke bombs with the R1 button.
Half a month away. Hell yeah. Wait, half a month away? That's April 1st.
You like them smoke signals? Direct hit. Talk about a smoke bro. Speed boost will get me out of trouble. And away from right on target. Nailed it. Oh yeah, right on the button. That'll smoke about. Right, it's
March
your
30th, basically 1st of April. Nice.
Time for the smoke, buddy.
bombs away. Airmail. Direct hit. Look out below. How do you like them smoke signals?
Nice.
Talk about a smoke break. Oh yeah, right on the button. Yikes! Didn't
No first frame when it was lagging. Yo, M Hall.
Okay, Sly, get to that device so I can free this guy. Hacking magic.
How you doing, by the way? Have I lost music? I barely have music on, so I can't really tell. No, there's music, right? I think I can hear it. Same day as me, March 5th. Me and Bacon share same birthday. Although Bacon is a lot younger than me, I am old.
Yes, I just gained a valence shell.
I think for this hack, I'll use the alternative setup for the quick kill on the end boss. I prefer it if there's like one of those that is kind of awkward to sit in his face. And you get like the time to set it up. Like my worst quick kill on alter ego hacks is the one in episode 4 where you come from below. But you can't really set up the alternative setup for that one, so what maybe you can. New SSD as well. Nice. SSD doesn't really matter for PS3. Like it has to be like decent, and then above that. Basically, think of it as like you're capping out the 2006 technology with any modern SSD. Basically, it doesn't have to be a beast. Like the PS3 caps at like 300 writes. No, it was 400. Like a low number, right? Write and read speeds, and the current SSDs have like 500, 600 easily. So, but you want your SSD to consistently be above those thresholds. Like, of course, they're gonna advertise with like the peak values, but you want to look at the average values. Or speedrunning. Best of luck returning though. Hope you have a swift return. There's a lot of new strats. Yeah, world record is a 43:57 now. And there's a new strat found, so the episode 1 world record is kind of up in the air if you can get it. Saves 20 seconds. It's a new cycle skip for the El Jefe boss. You can now do it in a total of 4 cycles instead of 5.
Charmed like a snake and could not break free. That was no nightmare.
And the intended is
Salim,
2, 3, 2, I think. So that's
you brought me many
7 cycles intended, and we can do it in 4.
Guys and all the food.
Salim, who is this insolent pup?
But current world record does it in 5.
He is a friend who helped rescue you. In fact, he is my assistant.
Assistant? What are you
Assistant.
talking about?
Fly, play along. It's better if less people know what's going on anyway.
Great. It's gonna be a long day.
Oh, and don't forget what's left of that device.
And every episode has new strats. Basically, so the entire, or many people from the Sly community dedicated February to Sly 4. And then some, like me,
Big piles of gold.
are slow and are still going at it far into March. So, also, what the hell? Am I actually gonna run this back? Last run I had gold back to back to back on every split except for the first split and the operation. Okay. Nice. Nice fail-safe there. Failed Grizz. The boss fight? What? How do you... What? Nandiska? Well, I'm sorry for your loss. That might be like the worst part to lose it on, because... Actually, the boss fight is not an auto-scroller, I don't think. Even though people... Like, it looks like it is, right? But I don't feel like it is. Duty calls. Dialogue skip? Like, losing it to dialogue skip is fair. But the dialogue skip's only set at 9 seconds.
After that, your muscles should be enough to handle the situation.
Boss isn't RNG. The boss is entirely RNG. No, it's not RNG. You got caught by Grizz. You literally, all you have to do is stand in place. What? Did you mess around and get spotted? There's like one place where he can easily spot you. It's kind of buggy. It's around where he like turns around and like growls or whatever. Before the fourth one.
Murray's strength knows no bounds.
Happy birthday. Well, it was actually my birthday not that long ago, so I guess that's still a fair. It's fair to say it now. Thanks. My birthday was a week and 1 day ago, so 8 days ago. So saying it now isn't too late. Thanks. So I golded this last run, but I actually think it was a pretty bad split, so should be able to gold it further.
Sorry, Sharks. The Murray's nobody's free lunch.
And so far this is a lot better, so
Take those cannons out first. Concentrate on the target.
this first one don't care about damage at all. It's taking damage. What? It's one shot again, isn't it? Two? Oh. Okay, whatever. Still not banned. I mean, you can joke about it. There are streamers that have like this constant joke of like, oh, happy birthday. You know?
Way to go, big guy. I'll meet you on the
So,
other side.
I personally don't mind. And like, you know, if you say it every day, 1 out of 365 days, you'll be right. Plus you can say it like before or after and it still counts. Like I didn't even stream on my birthday this year.
Why, that priceless treasure is Sinbad's legendary goblet. History tells us it was recovered by your ancestor, Henrietta One-Eye Cooper, the famous female pirate. But not until the year 1616. Taking it now could cause any number of anomalies in the time continuum and the Cooper timeline. You might even prevent yourself from becoming a thief.
That is slower than getting good RNG, but it's a nice, more consistent way to do it. What? Okay.
Get lost, Sharks. The Murray ain't fish food. I should take those cannons out first. I'll show those chumps how to use a cannon. Feel the firepower of the Murray. I'm gonna take care of
So much damage. Man.
That was too easy.
Oops.
The Murray is a cannon crusher.
machine!
A life level 100. Congratulations. What? Never what? Nay.
Fly, that ship looks very unstable. I think you better step on it, Sly. That ship is sorry. That ship is definitely sinking. Get moving. Good job, Sly.
Okay. This job has been pretty good overall. Not that good though.
Speeder's laser loop will work perfectly on that switch. Bingo! This data key should fit that lock.
Yo, Lasse. How are the how is the levetillstander around your place? YOLO Crucify. I'm alive. Impressive, impressive. At work, do you travel to work? I usually do, but I have hjemmekontor.
My head is spinning like a dust devil.
And I was
Who
gonna,
are you?
Relax, pal. I'm a friend of Salim.
regardless if they
Salim. Did he give you anything for me?
announced that,
Like
oh,
the money he owes me
please
for
do.
taking on the camel races?
I was gonna do it anyway.
Sorry. You'll have to take that up with him.
I most certainly will.
Nothing but big piles of gold.
Working at a grocery store. Yeah, I'm sure you can find a way. Maybe it doesn't work quite that well. If I didn't miss menu in the safe house, I wonder what that split would have been. Paid sick leave. I went to the store yesterday after work, so probably in the biggest rush like ever. And I went there solely because I needed more Pepsi Max. So I guess I was kind of stocking up on Pepsi Max, but I only bought like 4 or something. And that's actually, I can buy more than 4 on a regular basis. So, I mean, no irregular behavior from me. And like the first thing I thought when I came in there and I saw all the people, I was like, I'm sure at least one in here has corona. So I was like, dive in.
Who stacked these books? This place needs a new librarian. All this climbing is going to turn me into a monkey.
Treat Mulver bites again 2 times during one stream.
Chains would not
Update,
hold a
please.
meerkat.
Maybe like,
Good job, Salim. 1 down, 2 to go.
was it no? Like throughout the entire store, it's a pretty big store. It's the biggest one here, maybe. Nice.
How could anyone read this
I could hear like the
message
beep
just thinking about it?
throughout the entire store, and it was constant, and it was like
All right, just one more
3 at the same
transmitter.
time.
Yes, yes, there is always one more thing.
3 kostar, and it was this constant like beep 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 throughout the entire shopping trip.
Why did
So that
my
was pretty
feet have
insane.
been climbing? Why not sleeping?
Perfect, Salim. I'll take it from here.
Can we cancel 2020?
Please, just tell me there are no snakes involved.
No refunds.
Once
1,000?
I activate
I
those
imagine. Could be cool to like see stats. I don't. You guys might have like stats. Never worked that out. Is that gonna work?
Scorpions, get back, you pest!
I thought it was gonna blow up significantly earlier.
Bingo! Oh. Okay, the old dart gun is ready
Wonky
for action.
hitboxes. For sure.
Bingo!
Holy. Like I always miss that shot this time now.
I better be careful. Decibel is right there.
Okay, don't fall down. Very easy to fall down here if you're not
It's steady, but
doing it properly. It's not hard movement, but it's very easy to fall if you mess up.
clear shot at that transmitter. Bingo! Right on target.
Hot bixes? Hell yes.
All right. Now I just have to act.
Hibernation. Wow.
By the desert winds, she is making the ground shake like an earthquake. Otherwise, I will eat you
Okay,
like
that was okay, I think.
There's a bug in that statue of her boyfriend. Okay, Salim, the bug is active.
Okay, this is not golding.
Fast.
Rip my gold streak. I heard one coronavirus case in North Korea and the person was shot immediately. I was like, whoa. It's like, not in my country. Violated the quarantine, okay. People disregard the quarantine pretty heavily over here, so. Like I heard someone someone on Twitter, okay, yeah, said that they have overheard a actually this was Facebook, I think, as I was on Facebook very briefly today during work. And I was like overheard from the store. Someone on the phone was like, blah blah blah. I'm sure you'll just be placed in quarantine like us. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, wait a second. You're in quarantine? So, Facebook? Yeah. I have to use Facebook for my work thing.
This is the worst undercover assignment ever.
I mean, if you're required to stay home, if you're quarantined by law, couldn't they literally just like there's like so many ways they could punish you, but which one would be proper? like the proper way to do it.
Thank goodness Interpol will never know about this.
Fängselstid? Maybe not quite. Gets shot. It's not really the European way though. In the US, that could actually be don't they have death sentence in the US still? In some states. Okay. Imagine in the US you even have to pay for your tests, or at least up until recently. So say you pay for a test, you're positive, placed in quarantine, break the quarantine, and then you're shot. Like, people wouldn't even take the test if that was the case. Like, if they have to pay to take the test in the first place.
Need a bath. Maybe 2 baths.
Also, yeah, ignore the gameplay, by the way. This most stupid part of the entire franchise right here. I complained about it in lengths in my previous run that I just did. Where I lost the run in the operation, by the way, which is like the part coming up. And this run is actually better than that run by 24 to 25 seconds.
Sly, I am thinking I should go no further.
Didn't they trace down
My greatest
the
wisdom
first person in Italy
most of my friends
to have
now
corona?
dead, and I have had enough
And he
snakes
lived?
and
Like, he didn't
scorpions
die
and
from it, he
lions
lived?
for 3 lifetimes. Besides,
And apparently he had like gone to the doctors multiple times and was always just like, go home.
All right,
Shoot.
Celine. We couldn't have made it this far without you, but I think we can handle
On
it.
multiple occasions apparently.
Definitely earned your retirement.
So I mean,
Go enjoy it.
he did what he could. He or she. I don't know if you
I will.
don't know the gender of said person. Actually, I think he said man. Now that I think about it. $5,000. I think I read more like 2,000, but okay. But I saw a clip on Twitter where they said like, oh, it's gonna be free now. So maybe it's free now.
This is definitely more than I was expecting. An underground docking station for La Paradox's blimp. No wonder we haven't seen that thing floating around.
So, what's our next move, Bentley?
Well, first we need something to distract those guards, so I can get to that control room. I whipped up a surprise for Miss Decibel with the leftover material from Carmelita's outfit.
Okay, let's not die 2 times to the boss
Work better here.
and 2 times to the
Just point me in the direction of the
note section, second note section. This time.
I can use the security cameras to guide the RC car.
I actually had a muffin earlier, banana muffin. And would you believe it, I am allergic to banana apparently. I can't actually tell when I'm eating a banana, but apparently when I'm eating something with a banana in it, I react, so that's kind of strange.
Come on, little bounce car. I just need to say
I think it might be something with like the consistency of a banana. Like normally I eat it so quickly that I don't really get to react to it almost. But like, if it's in a smoothie or if it's in a muffin, I guess I have time to react or something, I don't know. Okay, so once I swallow it, I don't think I react that much anymore. It's kind of strange actually, how it works. really low health here now.
What phasers in there, man? This would really come in handy here. Are these scorpions immune to lasers? That power source must be close by. There it is. Time to shut it down. And that's goodbye. Power supply.
All right, the coast is clear to the control
Ghost of
room.
Tsushima. I'm actually very interested in that game, but the thing is, I'm not really interested in PS4. Because apparently it's like, depending on how new your PS4 is, like, the performance and stuff will vary greatly. So like, can I even play it on an early PS4? Without like experiencing massive lag and stuff. Because my brother has a PS4, so if I buy the game I can probably play it on his. Is there even gameplay? Yeah, I think so. They released like a extended thing. Actually that was just lore, wasn't it? I didn't watch it. I don't like to watch trailers anymore because the trailer culture is so spoiler heavy. But I can probably borrow my brother's PS4.
Wait on Bentley. We won't get past those security cannons and those
You'd think?
rats
What?
look serious. Hurry! Remember to use the circle button to stomp and pick up things. Use the square button to toss those rats, pal.
All right, time to kick some rodent butt. Sweet, sweet destruction.
Nailed it, big guy. Nice arm, Murray.
That was, considering how many times I got hit and stuff, that was actually like decent.
Hello, Cooper. How do you like...
Don't leave yet!
My own containers look fragile. You'll need to find a way to get across before they break. Better slow things down. It looks like she's going to jump.
She's quite a musician, isn't
Okay, invisible notes here. It doesn't look like there are notes, but there are notes here. If I hit them, I die.
at the time?
So how do I know that I don't hit them?
Going to make this fly?
I pray. That's how.
How amusing! The tiny rat chasing the big cheese.
I think it's more common to get hit by invisible notes on the second one. So I'm not sure if there are any or many at least
When you're dead,
on the first one when they're spawn invisible. I don't know why they spawn invisible, but they do.
And I can deliver it personally.
I can hardly wait to get my hands on your cane too, Cooper.
It's not. That doesn't happen every time. Just sometimes.
How amusing! The tiny rat chasing the big cheese.
This is your funeral march!
Okay. So this is the part where I can get killed by the invisible ones because they didn't spawn in. Well, they are here, I think, but
Same is a trouble.
okay, didn't die there.
Defeat is inevitable, Cooper.
I just don't choke the actual boss, and this is fine. Like the strats that I do makes it so that I can just damage abuse everything from here. So as long as I don't accidentally take damage from stuff I'm not supposed to take damage from, it should be fine. Like this one, for example, or this second wave here. Oh wait, thought I double tapped it. I want to keep my distance so she doesn't swipe at me or spin at me.
You're finished.
I think I took it too early actually. I'm too fast at the moment. So I got an extra attack.
I didn't think an elephant could move that fast.
How does this happen to me? I made my mistake,
Not bad.
got nowhere to run. The run goes on as I reset the way. I'm sick of this life.
I don't know how that happened. Because I felt so bad on this episode last stream. I didn't practice anything. Then I do 2 runs today. And I fucking...
Open the hatch! Let me in!
First I get that run that I'm comparing to here.
We have already
And then I get this run.
weight capacity. Perhaps due to my beautiful new guest.
This can probably go as low as episode 4.
Get your paws off me, you noxious windbag!
And I feel like this episode might be easier too.
We had a deal!
But
I made you
I really don't enjoy this episode nearly as much.